everyone, welcome back to Plant and Grow. My name is McGuire and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing is repotting this Monstera Albo. I don't know if you can see, my dog ate off part of the leaves, so it's kind of wonky on this leaf, but this was a mid-cutting that I took about probably 4 or 5 months ago. As you can see, they put out leaves pretty quick if you propagate them the correct way. I just do water, which, I mean, there's so many correct ways of propagating nowadays, but this is just the one way that I wanted to do it, and I want to show you guys how to repot, how to make your own soil, and probably the most easy and efficient way that you can make soil for at home for AROIDS and like mostly your Philodendrons, Monsteras, and Anthuriums. We're just going to get into it. I'm just going to get this video rolling. I'm going to show you guys again how I do it, how I make my own soil, and how I repot plants using the soil that I just created practically. So perlite is the first thing that I use, which is like, it's pretty easy to use. And if you guys don't know, perlite is the white stuff that's in the mix of soil that you get like at your store, Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, Walmart. That's the white stuff, and basically what it is, it's a natural, it's actually a natural thing that occurs, and it retains water. So that's why a lot of people put it like perlite in their soil and stuff like that, is so that they can retain the moisture in like very efficient ways. So that's why I use a lot of perlite. But so what I do is I go about 70% almost of perlite like that. And again, this is just showing you guys what I use. None of you guys have to do any of this. You can if you want, but this is all that is. It's just powder stuff like that. Got some bigger chunks, smaller chunks. But then the next part that I use is going to be Miracle-Gro, and I just like Miracle-Gro. It's always done good for my plants. I don't know if other people have other opinions. I'm sure they do, which I'm sure that other plants or other soil works just as fine too. I know Fox Farms is a good one. A lot of places have pretty good soil. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty much the same. There's a lot of like cocoa coir in there and stuff like that. But what I do is just get a little bit of soil. Like this, AROIDS don't need a lot of soil, just enough so that they can latch on and actually create good roots. But I fill it up to the top, keep going. But what my mix though is like 70% perlite, 30% soil. So that's what I do. So that's the second step, is soil, which you can choose of your own likings. And then the third thing that I use is systemic houseplant, like insect control. This is for a lot of like your common pests that you have, aphids, whiteflies, just a lot of normal pests that people get in their houseplants. So I just like to use this one. It's pretty easy too. You can just get it off of Amazon. It's pretty cheap. So I know for like a 4-inch pot, it's like 2.5 teaspoons. So what I do, I don't really measure it out. I just go about like that much right there. And I just sprinkle it in. And then after I'm done with that, put it over to the side. And then once everything's in the pot, I flip it over like this, put it in a tray or a container, whatever you have that's out and about. And then I mix it all up with my hands. I feel like this is the most like satisfying part. It's like ASMR. It almost reminds me of like cookies and cream ice cream. I don't know why. It always reminds me of that. I swear I don't eat this stuff, but it does look good. But yeah, you just got to mix it up as well as you can. A lot of that perlite will sit on the bottom, so you want that good mixture of that in there. But that systemic though, that stuff is really good. I just got done with pests actually, and someone referred me to Bonide Systemic Houseplant Control, and it honestly worked probably within like 2.5, 3 weeks. So I was pretty impressed. I actually went and ordered another one just in case in the winter if I have more problems. So I got that. And then I also got a spray one too that you can get that it's not that bad. It's like Captain Jack's, but it's a little bit different. So yeah, as you can see, it's all mixed up pretty well. Sometimes I give it a little love taps on the side. But then what I do is I just put it back in here like this, or over the top of it, and just put my soil in. This is like my favorite part. This is like the part where it's like soothing. If you have like stress, this is like the thing that I go and do. My wife can even vouch for me. I do this all the time. If I'm stressed out, I'll just go into the plant room and make some soil and pot up some plants that don't even need to be repotted. It's fun though. It's kind of a pain to do it in one of these trays, but it works though. Sometimes what I do is just to overflow too much. All right, so then put it back in here, make a mess on your table so that your wife can yell at you. And then what I do is this plant right here, this Monstera, hasn't been doing very good. I actually had like multiples in here of Monsteras, but I sold cuttings, and this is the last one left that I actually wanted to keep. So what I do, just reach on in there, feel where the roots are, make sure you're not ripping them. That's like the worst thing you can do, because the root system is like the life to your plant. So the more you ruin your roots, the worse your plant is probably going to do. So this thing actually, this is very, very rooted, which I'm actually kind of shocked. I did not know that. It's only been in there for like a couple months, so that's cool. But this Monstera actually had pretty good variegation. I don't know if you can see that, but it did before our dog Waylon ate it. So what I do now is, obviously, if I had more trays, I would be doing this differently, and I didn't know how big the root system was on this. So what I try to do is just give it a little shake, get some of the old dirt off there, pot this guy up, try to shove those roots right on down in there. And I try to center it up as much as I can. So like on this, you can see this is where the new leaf will come out, right here on the back of the stem of this, I guess the newest leaf that I have. But so then what I do, grab some soil from over here and this one, bring it on over. And what you want to do while you're doing this, give it little shakes like that so it's covering all the roots and that the air pockets can get out of there. You don't really want that. I mean, it's good for your roots to have air, but I try to get rid of as much as I can. So just keep going all the way until you're filled up. I try to go all the way to the top just because when you water it, the soil is going to sink down. So then again, give it little shakes, maybe a couple taps here and there. And then just keep grabbing your soil. Again, this is the fun part. I like getting dirty with my plants. I know that sounds so bad, but it's funny. Again, one last shake. One last tap. Maybe give it a couple taps on the side. And then at the end, I kind of shove it down a little bit. And then finally, make your plant dance a little bit, shake that dirt off. And then what I do is I grab a watering can all the way over here, water it up. And I just use rainwater. I've never watered my plants with tap water. I'm not trying to be bougie or anything, but I collect rainwater, and I just want to cut back on cost of my plants. I try to go cheapest route possible. So you don't want to overwater, but obviously this pot has a hole on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but it'll drain, and the soil is pretty good drain soil anyways, because it has a lot of perlite in it. Like I said, it's about like 70%. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you want more videos like this, shoot them down in the comments. I'll do more tips, tricks, maybe some propagating videos if you guys want to see those as well. But repotting, I thought it was fun. I like to show how to make my own soil. This is what I do. These three things right here: Miracle Grow, Systemic, and Perlite. And this stuff, also this stuff lasts for I think 3 months. Yeah, it has a 3 month life. And you can open the back up and it'll tell you tons of things that you probably already don't need to know, but I read it anyways. So yeah, guys, this is the new plant, all potted up. As you can see, it's leaking. That's good. You don't want that water to be retained in there. But yeah, now this will root up. It's in a smaller pot, and it'll get a larger root system faster so that those roots can put energy up into the plant and your plant can be good to go, and it'll grow fast, quick. You can propagate it, sell it, grow it for your own, whatever. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.